Well, welcome in Space Coast Daily. We are live here at Cocoa Beach Stadium as the Cocoa Beach Minutemen get ready to host the Father Lopez Green Wave here in the Kickoff Classic. Football is back, and it is back, and we have beautiful weather here in Cocoa Beach, Florida, here for this great contest as the Ted Kimmy era begins here today, and today's contest in a Kickoff Classic that is, in a sense, an exhibition. However, week one of the high school football season begins next week, but today is a great opportunity for both of these teams to be able to work out some kinks as they get ready for the week one high school football season starting next week. Tonight is a kickoff classic, but we should still be in for quite a treat and quite a contest here tonight, and a great opportunity here to be able to get a good introduction of the Cocoa Beach Minutemen underneath new head coach Ted Kimmy entering his first season with the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. And the Cocoa Beach Minutemen players are about ready to take the field. They have a sign that says Destruction Zone. So they are going to bring the destruction here tonight, I believe. That's what we anticipate with that sign. And there's Ted Kimmy coming right here with the red jacket on, entering his first season. Obviously, the job that he did at Satellite High School for 5 seasons, leading the Satellite Scorpions to 36 wins in 5 seasons. The job he did there at Satellite. A rival of Cocoa Beach, the Cocoa Beach Minutemen faithful hope that he is able to work his magic once again and build a winner here at Cocoa Beach. And we've had a few conversations with him and been leading up to the season, and we anticipate that it is going to be a really hard-nosed team that is going to fight, and a great opportunity for Coach Kimmy to be able to establish his culture early on with this team, and eventually someday get to the postseason and make some runs in the postseason. But for tonight is able to get an introduction into the Cocoa Beach squad that we have for the 2024 season. We at Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily are entering our 30th season covering high school sports across the county, and we couldn't do it without our great sponsors, Erdman Automotive, which we're going to talk about Erdman Automotive in a little bit. They made headlines this week with the donations that they made across the whole entire county. And we'll talk a little bit more about Erdman Automotive and what they did. But here come the Cocoa Beach Minutemen now onto the field, wearing the all-navy unis, a very patriotic theme uniform, and a nice looking sharp all-navy blue jerseys, looking very, very sharp here today. And we are just about underway here from Cocoa Beach. The Cocoa Beach Minutemen, it was a little bit of a tough slog last season. They went 3-7 last year. But the good news for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen is Father Lopez also had a little bit of a down year last year as well, going 2-8. So we got 2 squads this year that are trying to rectify the last season and try to come back with a bounce-back season and to get some wins. And today and tonight would be a good opportunity to be able to build some momentum as they head into the week one of the high school football season starting next week, next Friday. And we're going to have all complete coverage here on SpaceCoastDaily.com. I'm Zach Clark here for Space Coast Daily. We're here at a beautiful Cocoa Beach, Florida for beautiful weather and a beautiful night for football. And I think I speak for many people across the country and the state of Florida, and of course Brevard County, that thank God football is back. And we are ready to get underway here from Cocoa Beach. We got Cocoa Beach, who won the toss and deferred, so Cocoa Beach will kick away, and the green wave of Father Lopez will receive the ball. Kicking off for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, it is Keelan Gonzalez, a sophomore kicker. And thank you for everybody here for tuning in here on Space Coast Daily. Let us know where you are watching the game from here today. We are very excited to kick off the football season here in Brevard County and on the Space Coast, and we are on our way here from Cocoa Beach as a kickoff. Very high pooch kick. Ball bounces on the turf at the 20. There's going to be a little bit of different rules here tonight for the Kickoff Classic. We'll talk a little bit more about those rules here in just a little bit. But obviously, this is an exhibition game here tonight. This isn't week one of the high school football season, but it is a good opportunity for both of these coaching staffs to be able to try some different things. We may not see too many punts here tonight, and we probably won't see too many kickoffs as well, as to eliminate the possibility for injuries. Both of these coaches do not want to injure their players before the season even gets kicked off and underway. So tonight there might be a few more rules, might be opportunities for a running clock as well, but we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. But we are live here on Space Coast Daily right now. Father Lopez coming out with a 3 wide receiver set. Cocoa Beach showing some pressure on that line. We have 5 men on the line of scrimmage. And a quick handoff up the middle. And the Cocoa Beach Minutemen throw him down back behind the line of scrimmage. About a 3-yard loss on the first play of the game. And that's the way to start the football season, with a tackle for loss. 3-yard loss will be second down and 13 coming up. A host of Minutemen were there in on the tackle. 35, Anthony Self was in on the tackle. We also had number 4, Ryan Rogers, in there on the tackle. We're probably going to be calling Kyler Coe's name quite a bit here tonight. He is a senior linebacker. He'll play a little linebacker, and he'll also put his hand in the turf and get on the line too, and then create a disruption on the line. Shotgun set here for the Green Wave. Ball's on the turf. Almost intercepted. That was almost a pick, and he would have been running still. Cocoa Beach's Cam Williams was on the coverage. Almost had an opportunity to take that back for 6. And Father Lopez now in a deep hole here on 3rd down and 13. Good opportunity here for the Minutemen to get a 3 and out to begin the start of the high school football season. Cocoa Beach with running at about a 3-3-5 right now. Pistol set for Father Lopez. Ball's on the turf. Cocoa Beach is going to throw him back down behind the line of scrimmage. Did a great job there by the Minutemen, capitalizing on the mistake by Father Lopez. Roy Miller, the senior linebacker, gets the sack. And a 3 and out for the Minutemen, and brings out the punting unit for Father Lopez. Well, what a start there for the Minutemen. Great opportunity now to get some good field position here. We'll see what the coaches decide if there is going to be punt returns in this game. Sometimes we see some coaches decide not to do punt returns. We didn't get a clear clarification on if there was going to be punt returns and kickoff returns here tonight, but I anticipate probably not going to be too many of those here. And just as we suspected, well, a punt and wherever they catch the ball is where they will take over. And so with the Cocoa Beach Minutemen will take over with decent field position here at about the 36-yard line. And this is the first time we're going to be able to see the Cocoa Beach offense. Well, one thing you know about head coach Ted Kimmy is any team he puts out on the field, they are going to fight and be very disciplined in their fundamentals and technique. I'm curious to see how the offense comes out here after a great stand there by that Cocoa Beach defense. 3 wide receivers set to the bottom side of your screen. Oh, quick pass over to the left side. He's got his wide receiver. Good job there by quarterback Remy Vin, getting a great little pitch and catch there on a slant route. That was number 10, Aaron Garber. Gets enough for a first down. Cocoa Beach going to run no huddle and quick with great tempo. And we got some bit of early movement here. This is going to be a false start. And we anticipate that we're going to probably see a few penalties here, or pre-snap penalties. That is pretty common for a lot of teams whenever the beginning of the season is. Can you see opportunities of a little bit of anxiousness and get the play going, but all things that can be worked on here in the first game. Quick handoff up the middle to the Cocoa Beach running back. That's big, number 24. We'll be calling his name a few times here tonight. That's Trishan Sejek. We got a flag again here on the play. Probably in the position of a hold. It's actually going to be a personal foul on Cocoa Beach. So that's really going to hurt for Cocoa Beach, as they are going to have to go back. Now 15 yards. It will be a spot foul. The referees. It's also the first night for the referees as well, so they're going to walk this back quite a bit. This ball is going to be placed all the way back at about the 32-yard line, so that really hurts. Cocoa Beach drops back to pass over to the right. He's got his wide receiver over to the right. They said his knee was down. He's going to be down at about the 37-yard line. Brings up fourth down now for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. And decision time here for Coach Kimmy. I think there's a little question about the downs. I guess that personal foul was after the play on that second down, so the play stood. That was third down. Now we have fourth down, and the punting unit comes out for Cocoa Beach. Back to punt for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Frank Benzera and Father Lopez will be back to receive. And again, the punts will be wherever the ball is caught. Oh, and a high snap. And again, a little unconventional punt there. That ball's going to bounce, and it's going to be picked up there by Father Lopez at the 33-yard line. Okay, so a little discombobulated punt there, but it is a kickoff classic here tonight, so we have a little things to work on both sides. In other words, where the ball bounced is where Father Lopez will take over. So the Father Lopez is going to get great field position here at the 45-yard line near midfield. And Father Lopez gets their second possession of this game. An excellent field position here. Pistol set. It's a kickoff classic, so they don't do punts normal or kickoff returns as normal. They will next week, but it's the coaches that just got eliminated. I was confused, thank you. Run up the middle there by Father Lopez, get a couple yards. Yeah, we're going to say his progress has stopped at about the 45, so actually no gains. Second down and 10 coming up for the Green Wave. Once again, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. We're here on Space Coast Daily TV for the kickoff classic between the Cocoa Beach Minutemen and Father Lopez Green Wave. Here. Handoff up the middle. Great penetration on that defensive front there by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Great job. Big number 50, Satchel Gash, just absolutely blew up that play. And along with a host of other Minutemen got in the backfield as well. So good job there by the Minutemen. Brings up a 3rd down and 12 and another opportunity here for the Minutemen to get off the field. The Green Wave got to get to the 47-yard line for a 1st down. Father Lopez. Pistol set. Gets the snap. Play action pass, throwing across the middle. Almost intercepted there once again. There by Cocoa Beach. Incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down. On the coverage was Brennan Burke. A great job by this Cocoa Beach defense. Looking very strong here early on. 4th down. Back to receive for Cocoa Beach. Cayman Barris be back to receive. Also back to receive Brennan Burke, who almost had an interception. And once again, if you're just asking, and I know there's a lot of questions even inside the stadium about what's going on with the punts, well, there's going to be no returns here today on punts due to it being a kickoff classic. Coaches do not want to risk injury in a game that, frankly, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean a whole lot for the postseason or anything regarding the season record. This is a glorified exhibition, if you will, and back to catch the ball was Burke. Caught the ball at about the 20-yard line, so the Cocoa Beach Minutemen will get their 2nd possession of this game on their own 20-yard line. Well, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors, Eastern Florida State College, Erdman Automotive, Health First, All Points, and Florida Tech for all their great support that they give to us here at the Space Coast Daily and Friday Night Locker Room team. We greatly appreciate their support and their commitment to high school sports across the county. Erdman Automotive, and we'll talk a little bit about it right now. I got a chance to interview Ted Kimmy earlier this week as Erdman Automotive went around to all of the high schools in Brevard Public Schools and presented a $5,000 check to each one of the schools. $2,500 of that was given to the football program, and the other $2,500 was given to the athletics program of that school. Cocoa Beach was one of those programs that received that check. And obviously we're very grateful for the great commitment that Erdman Automotive gives back to the community and high school sports and athletics. Quick handoff up the middle here by Cocoa Beach. And a good gain there by number 24, Tristan Sejek. Remy is a sophomore quarterback. He throws over to his right. Has a wide receiver. Almost broke it, took it to the house. That was a very close, a shoestring tackle up past the 45-yard line. And a touchdown-saving tackle there by Father Lopez. But another Minutemen 1st down. Well, Cocoa Beach coming out of the gate with a no-huddle, quick-tempo offense. A little bit of a different style of play here that maybe Cocoa Beach is not accustomed to. Quick pass over to the left, and it's almost intercepted there by Father Lopez. That ball was just a little too far up in the air. Cocoa Beach. Burke was the intended receiver on the coverage. Was number 1 for Father Lopez. As Maverick Grimm. Sophomore defensive back knocked the ball down. Almost had an opportunity there to maybe try to catch that ball, but decided to swat it instead. It would go for the sure thing and brings up 2nd down and 10 here for the Minutemen. Little pitch there on a jet sweep to the Cocoa Beach, getting to the outside edge. Got some more room running down the sideline. Great run there by Cocoa Beach. What a little nifty little play there by Santi Chavez. Little jet sweep. That is considered a pass. So it is actually a reception there for Chavez. Good receiving yards, and Cocoa Beach going to move very quick here. 1st down and 10, new set of downs. Now approaching the Erdman Automotive red zone here in a little bit. Remy throws over to the right, has his back, and he's going to be off to the races, and it is going to be a touchdown for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Ryan Rogers on the touchdown reception, and the Cocoa Beach Minutemen strike blood first. But a great little swing pass over there. Rogers, and I don't think anybody touched him. He completely went into the end zone untouched. A great nifty little plays there by the Cocoa Beach offense in their 2nd possession of this game, showing a little tempo and a little efficiency there on that 2nd possession. Well, that is a beautiful sight there for the Cocoa Beach faithful. And the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and kick is good. And the Cocoa Beach Minutemen are up 7-0 here in the 1st quarter. Utilizing great defense and a great offensive possession, driving 80 yards in just under 7 plays. Oh, great job there by Cocoa Beach. We're going to take a quick break here, a quick word from one of our sponsors in Eastern Florida State College.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Welcome back into Cocoa Beach. We are just about ready to kick off after the Cocoa Beach Minutemen drove down for 80 yards for a touchdown. And a great job there by Ryan Rogers on a 28-yard reception for a touchdown. And a great job by the quarterback, Remy Vin, utilizing a great efficiency and a kickoff, and there will be no return here in the kickoff classic. So Father Lopez will take over at the 20. Oh, actually, they're going to move the ball up to the 35. So great, decent field position here. I don't know if that was discussed beforehand about where touchbacks or kickoffs are going to be taken from, but that's pretty good field position there. Nonetheless, Cocoa Beach's defense has looked outstanding here to begin this game. Seven nothing. Cocoa Beach leading Father Lopez here in the kickoff classic. 1st down and 10, shotgun set for Father Lopez. And a quick pass over to the right. Oh, and the ball is going to be down on the turf. They're going to say his hand was coming forward. His arm was coming forward as an incomplete pass. Very close to a fumble. Colt Davis absolutely got blindsided there on that hit. Was lucky that he was able to get his arm to go forward. Otherwise, that could have been a fumble. And Cocoa Beach could have hopped on that and got great field position. 2nd down and 10 coming up after the incomplete pass. Father Lopez needs to get something going here. It has been a struggle for them here on their third possession of this game, not even getting any plays beyond the original line of scrimmage. No plays, no positive plays. Quick bat, run up the middle, and another negative play. Great pursuit there by that Cocoa Beach defensive front. It would be a 1-yard loss. 3rd down and 11 coming up for Father Lopez. And another opportunity here for the Cocoa Beach defense to get off the field with a 3-and-out. Father Lopez has to get up to the 45-yard line for a 1st down. Well, one thing that's really sticking out about Cocoa Beach, great pursuit, great tackling thus far. They are a force to be reckoned with so far up front. And the ball's on that turf, and it's going to be picked up there by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen for a fumble, and a fumble recovery there by who else but Ryan Rogers, who just got the touchdown. Now he gets a fumble recovery. A great field position once again here for Cocoa Beach. And what can you say about this defense? And just miscues also by Father Lopez, but a great job there by Cocoa Beach, capitalizing on the mistake by Father Lopez. And a good opportunity here for Cocoa Beach to get some more points up on the board. Been a lot of issues between the center to quarterback exchange for Father Lopez here today. That is about the 4th time that we've seen the ball on the turf on the snap. Obviously, you're going to have to work on that. Remy, shotgun, gets the snap, drops back to pass, looking deep across to the left side of the field, has a man. It's going to be one-on-one, and a jump ball, incomplete pass. Ball was intended for Burke. Great coverage there by Father Lopez. That was number 4, Justin Gorman, on the coverage, the sophomore defensive back. Maybe see if Cocoa Beach tries to maybe go to that play again, because that was a good opportunity there. A little pass, quick pass over the middle. Like I said, they're going to go right across the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Once again, great job there by Aaron Garber for a touchdown reception for 30 yards. 30-yard touchdown reception. And Remy is dealing out here right now with some great passes. 2nd touchdown of the game for Remy. And just like that, Cocoa Beach up 13-0. 13-0 with 3:33 to go here in the 1st quarter. This Cocoa Beach offense looking very efficient and dynamic as well. A great quarterback play, great passes in stride with his wide receivers, and it is looking very solid out here for Cocoa Beach. The extra point is up, and it is good. So Cocoa Beach with 3:33 to go lead Father Lopez 14-0 here from Cocoa Beach in the Kickoff Classic. We had a couple interviews with Kyler Coe, the senior defensive captain, and also head coach Ted Kimmy earlier this week. We'll show you those interviews here in a little bit. And one of the things that really sticks out for head coach Kimmy is you could see that passion that he had down at Satellite all those years, and the job that he did down with the Satellite Scorpions in 5 seasons made that program a winner before he decided to step aside and take a break. Now he's rejuvenated, motivated, coming back here for his first season leading the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. And I know for a lot of the Cocoa Beach faithful, they are extremely excited for head coach Ted Kimmy and the program that he is going to build here. And so far, so good. Looking very solid on both sides of the ball. This is exactly what you would expect from a head coach Ted Kimmy program. Granted, we're in the Kickoff Classic right now, but everything just looks very good on both sides of the ball. Looks like we had a flag after the extra point, so it's going to be great opportunity for Cocoa Beach to kick off here, and it's going to be a I don't see this too often where you got the kickoff unit that is kicking off in the opponent's territory. So they'll be kicking off for the 45-yard line. Be a good opportunity. Kicking off for Cocoa Beach, Keelan Gonzalez, a sophomore kicker. Kicking from right to left. And a very high pooch kick. And ball is going to bounce at about the 8-yard line. Nonetheless, due to it being a kickoff classic, they will move the ball up to the 35-yard line due to kickoff classic rules that they're incorporating in this game. For punt returns and kickoff returns, there are a different set of rules here for this game. This isn't what's going to happen for the regular season. You get a few questions that were coming up to us asking us if what's the deal with kickoffs, what's the deal with punts. It's just for this game. It's just for the Kickoff Classic. It's just an opportunity for the coaches to eliminate opportunities for injury. So they want to try to eliminate that risk here in a game at a Kickoff Classic, which is technically an exhibition. Nonetheless, we got an early movement on the line. And when it rains, it pours for Father Lopez. And there you have to go back for 5 yards for a false start. And just like that, the Green Wave are going to be starting behind the sticks to begin this drive once again. Pistol set here for Colt Davis. Rolls out to his right, throws deep down the right side of the field, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. But we got another flag, and it is going to be a legal man downfield, I believe. Coach Kimmy has a decision to make. He could take the penalty here, back him up 5 more yards, redo the down, or he can decline the penalty and let the play stand. So he's going to take the penalty, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back him up 5 more yards. It'll be 1st down and 20 now for Father Lopez. I believe that is a legal man downfield. Back him up 5 yards again. And boy, Father Lopez is just, you anticipate this with kickoff classics, but for Father Lopez, it has been just a host of errors. Ball between the center and quarterback exchange. The ball's been on the ground quite a bit here to begin this game. And now a couple pre-snap penalties backs him up even further and puts him in a hole early on in this drive. 1st down and 20. Cocoa Beach showing pressure. A little handoff up the middle to the running back, big number 22. Run up the middle, but Cocoa Beach is there. Rylan DeMarsh gets about a couple yards, so we'll be bringing up about a 2nd down and 17. Beautiful night here from Cocoa Beach, Florida. The band is here. Got a decent crowd here for the Cocoa Beach faithful. We'll try to get you a shot of the stands here in just a sec. But a great turnout here for a kickoff classic on. Couldn't ask for better weather. 2nd down and 17. Davis, shotgun set. 2 wide receivers set to the bottom of his screen. Vinny Zimmer is in motion, throws over to his right, and has a wide receiver. He's going to be off to the races, and a great positive play there for Father Lopez, and that is the first positive play of this game. Maverick Grimm gets almost enough for a 1st down, but he's going to be just short. 3rd down and 2 here for the Green Wave. That was a nifty little play there by Father Lopez, utilizing a little bit of a halfback screen. Quick QB sneak up the middle, and he is gonna be just short, I believe, but based upon how this referee, sideline judge, is walking up, it's gonna be 4th down. He's gonna be just short. So now decision time here for Father Lopez. What does head coach Matthew Nasser decide to do? He's going to go for it again. Cocoa Beach gets bundled up out of the line, anticipating maybe a QB sneak, and Coach Nasser is going to take a timeout and think about this. Probably a good timeout here. As a 4th down in just inches, you do not want to give the ball back to Cocoa Beach inside your own territory. With how Cocoa Beach has been playing on offense thus far, this is going to be a pivotal 4th down here. You need to convert and just try to give your defense a break. I want to make sure we thank our sponsors, Erdman Automotive, Eastern Florida State College, All Points, and Health First, for being great sponsors of Space Coast Daily in the Friday Night Locker Room. All high school football season. We are entering our 30th season here of covering high school sports in the county, and we are very excited for this upcoming season. Lots of storylines across the county, and our own Juan Rodriguez and Terry Spain are right down the road from us at the Satellite and Cocoa Tigers game. Cocoa Tigers are looking to go for their 3rd straight state championship here this season. And what can you say about the embarrassment of riches at Cocoa with Brady Hart and Boggs and all of the great talent that they got down there. And we got early movement, and that's going to be pushing them back. For Father Lopez, 5 yards, are going to make this 4th down now much more difficult here for the Green Wave. But as I was saying, there is so much talent across this county this year. I don't think I've ever seen so much talent and so many players going to top programs across the country, committed to top programs across the country. You got guys that are committed to LSU and UCF and Florida State and Michigan, and it's going to be very, very exciting year this year for high school football across the Space Coast. And we'll talk a little bit more about some of those teams and some of these great programs that are going to be sporting good programs here this year. We anticipate some really good teams coming out of this county. A nice punt there. Going to be dropped there by Burke, and the ball is going to be placed at the 20-yard line. 20-yard line here for Cocoa Beach. It's where they will take over on their 4th possession of this game. Still 1:06 to go here in the 1st quarter. This quarter has gone very slow. For only being in the 1st quarter, we've had a lot happen in this game thus far. But still an opportunity for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen to be able to get some more points up on the board before the end of this quarter. Remy in the shotgun set. 4 wide receiver set. A quick handoff up the middle to his running back. And good run there. Good enough for about 3 yards. That is Rogers on the carry. He's got a touchdown in this game. He also has a fumble recovery on the defense side of the ball as well. He's having a great game thus far here in this first quarter as we tick underneath a minute and approach the 30-second mark here in the first quarter. Remy drops back pass. Quick over to the right side. He's got his wide receiver. He's off to the races. Can he beat his man? He is going to make a move. Great job there. Going to be tackled, and it is going to be a touchdown. Number 10, Aaron Garber with a great reception, utilizing a great speed and vision down the field, and gets 6 points.
That was insane.
Man, Garber did a great job with his big frame. Good luck bringing him down. He's on the roster at 6'2", 190, but that's being very generous. I don't even think that does it justice. He is a big wide receiver. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. Obviously showing his great skills after the catch. Going 77 yards. Extra point is down, and the extra point is good. So just like that, Cocoa Beach up 21-0 after the 77-yard touchdown pass from Remy Vin to Aaron Garber. This Cocoa Beach offense is looking very explosive here tonight. Back to kick here once again for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Keelan Gonzalez, sophomore kicker. Back to receive for Father Lopez is number 6 for Father Lopez, Alex De Pablos Herrera. Good kick there by Gonzalez, but due to the kickoff classic rules, ball's going to come up all the way to the 35-yard line. A decent, nice kick there by Gonzalez. "17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It is the Cocoa Beach Minutemen 21, Father Lopez 0. Cocoa Beach showing blitz. Rushes 4. Cole Davis rushes over to the left. The ball is going to be high up in the air. It's going to be picked off there by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, and it is going to be taken back to the 15-yard line. Wow, just keeps getting worse for Father Lopez, and Cocoa Beach is just having a field day out here in this first quarter. Another opportunity to get some points up on the board with 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That was number 35, Anthony Self, with a great awareness to see that that ball was up there forever. But credit to Self to being aware of where the ball was and to get the ball and to be able to make a move and get all the way up to the 15-yard line. Already in the Erdman Automotive red zone are the Cocoa Beach Minutemen with a chance to be able to punch in some more points before the end of this first quarter. 4 wide receivers set here for Remy. Shotgun, jet sweep. And it's going to be technically a reception here for number 3, Cayman Varus. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Well, it's been all Cocoa Beach here in this first quarter. 21-0. Cocoa Beach leading Father Lopez here in the kickoff classic. And a major statement here in the first quarter of the Ted Kimmy era, getting 21 points in the first quarter. This defense is looking very lights out here for Cocoa Beach. Being very opportunistic, taking advantage of some of the miscues by Father Lopez, and Cocoa Beach, to their credit, taking advantage of every opportunity thus far in this game. They will switch ends at the end of the field, so Cocoa Beach will be going from left to right now, and they'll go down all the way to the opposite end of the field. Beautiful night here in Cocoa Beach. And if you're a Minutemen fan, it is a even better night thus far with how you started that first quarter. You're seeing the Cocoa Beach offense being very dynamic, efficient, and very sound offensively thus far. Remy in the pistol set. Quick handoff up the middle to his running back. Bounces out to the outside. He's got some room, and it's going to be a touchdown for Cocoa Beach. Big number 24, Tristan Sajak. Tristan now gets on the board there for a touchdown. Just like that, Cocoa Beach just making it look so easy out here. Up 27-0 with 11:50 to go in the second quarter. We are just underway into the second quarter, and this game's already getting out of hand. May I remind you, this is a Cocoa Beach team that only won 3 games last year. And man, what a difference 1 year makes. This offense and this defense are just lightning on both sides of the ball. And Father Lopez just has no answer for it right now, down 28-0. Let's go around in and around the county and see what some of the members of our team are calling right now. We have Steve Wilson and Orville Susan at the Friday Night Locker Room are in Titusville tonight for the Titusville hosting Sebastian River game. And Titusville is up 16-3 here in the second quarter. That game is on Space Coast Daily TV, so if you want to go in and check in on the game, you can go in and tune over to the guys of the Friday Night Locker Room. Terriers were one of the surprise teams last year, going 10-2 last season. And head coach John Holmes has got that program on the up and up, and very similar. I think we're going to probably see something here from Ted Kimmy as well with the job that he's been known to do with programs. Another game that is going on right now, we also have the Cocoa Tigers, who are on the road, right down the road from us actually, taking on a Cocoa Beach rival, the Satellite Scorpions. Cocoa Tigers are leading Satellite right now 30-0. And I think I could speak for a lot of people. It is just great to have high school football back here in the county once again here, and We are very excited for the upcoming football season at Space Coast Daily and the Friday Night Locker Room. Entering our 30th season of covering high school sports in the county. Father Lopez will take over at the 35-yard line. Colt Davis. Let's see if they could try to maintain or get a couple first downs, get some momentum for Father Lopez. Quick handoff up the middle and not much there. Absolutely no chance for that play to have any chance to break away. There's the great pursuit there and great penetration up the middle by that defensive front for Cocoa Beach. Is just sheer tenacity up front right now for Cocoa Beach. 2nd down and 10. Cocoa Tigers just went up again, 36-0. That game is broadcasted by Juan Rodriguez and Terry Spain. That game is on Space Coast Daily TV, so if you want to tune over, watch a little bit of that game, you can go over and tune over on that game as well. Pistol set here for Colt Davis. Looking across the middle of the field and has his wide receiver, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. Ball hit the turf. Very low pass there by Davis. Need to get that ball up and give your wide receiver a chance to be able to make a play on that, and brings up a 3rd down and 10. And another opportunity here for Cocoa Beach to get a 3 and out. Father Lopez does not have a first down in this game yet. It has been that hard for the Green Wave to be able to get anything positive against this Cocoa Beach defense. 3 wide receivers set to the bottom side of your screen. 1 wide receiver set up top. Davis barks out the sign. Brings his man in motion. Oh, play action pass rolling over to his left, and he's going to have to just tuck the ball and run, and he is going to run out of bounds and very short of a first down, bringing up a 4th down, and I think we're going to see the punting unit once again here for Father Lopez, unless the Green Wave decide to go for this, which would be very surprising if they would choose to do that, given where they are on the football field. They're on their own 39-yard line, and they are lining up like they may go for this. But now the punting unit's going to come out. I was about to say, you go for it here. You're just asking for it. Father Lopez makes the wise decision, and Luke Zbach will be back to punt here for the Green Wave. Back to receive for Cocoa Beach is number 3. And we got a punt, and the ball is going to bounce at about the 32-yard line. And actually, I got to say the 31-yard line. 31-yard line is where Cocoa Beach will take over, and another opportunity here for the offense of the Minutemen to be able to put some more points up on the board with decent field position. At halftime, stay tuned. We're going to have a couple of the interviews that we had with head coach Ted Kimmy earlier this week about what he's expecting from the Cocoa Beach Minutemen this season. And then we also had a quick word there with Kyler Coe, one of the leaders of this team, senior, who has seen a lot of change at Cocoa Beach, and he is very excited about this year's squad here entering his senior season. Kyler Coe, we had a quick word with him in an interview earlier this week as well. You'll be able to see both of those interviews at halftime, so stay tuned. We'll have the halftime show. We may even have a little bit of halftime entertainment, maybe by the Cocoa Beach Band, so stay tuned for that. We want to make sure we thank our sponsors here for sponsoring tonight's game and all games on Space Coast Daily and the Friday Night Locker Room. Eastern Florida State College. Health first, all points. Their great job of sponsoring us year in and year out is very exciting for us all at Space Coast Daily. Remy with a quarterback keeper. He's going to keep it, and he's going to run. He's going to be stopped with forward progress. He's going to be taken to the ground. And we got some almost punches thrown here. And now it's getting a little bit chippy here. Coach Kimmy runs into the mess. And a little ugly here, a little frustration boiling over. One thing I know about Coach Kimmy is he is not going to put up with any shenanigans after the whistle. We got 4 flags on the field. Oh, the referees are going to have to sort this all out. It happened a little bit off screen, but there was a little bit of extracurricular activity going on in the defensive backfield between a wide receiver and a defensive back. We're getting at it, and just a little bit of frustration boiling over, I think, from Father Lopez. We actually got 5 flags here on this play, so stay tuned here for this. I did see some swinging by the players. Who started it? I didn't get the chance to see what initiated the first. Coach Kimmy is getting into it with one of his players. And telling him we do not need that. In on that was Santi Chavez. He's had a really good game thus far. And Chavez is one of the people involved in the play. And for Father Lopez, I didn't quite see the wide receiver that was in on the play, but we're going to see what's going to go on here. This is a very unfortunate situation when you have a kickoff classic. Frankly, this game doesn't really mean a whole lot at the end of the day, but the coaching staff and support staff for Cocoa Beach are obviously going to get a handle of this situation. And the referees are having a conference here. If there was any punches thrown, that would be an automatic ejection from the game and unsportsmanlike penalty. And if that's the case, Santi Chavez's day could be over. We'll see what the referees decide here. We got 6 referees here in tonight's game. They are all in, having a conference about the 5 flags that are on the field. This is obviously a lot to unpile here. Well, stand by. The referees are picking up their flags now. We'll see what the call is. Well, the Whitecap's coming over here. He's going to talk to Coach Kimmy and explain the penalties. The Whitecap's going to run over to Father Lopez's sideline now to talk to Coach Nasser for Father Lopez. And Chavez is ejected. from the game, and he is going to have to leave the game now. Just a very unfortunate thing. Chavez was having a great game thus far. But you can clearly say that Chavez's day is probably over. I think they took his helmet away from him. So regardless, and here we go. We're going to get the details from the white cap. We got 8:46 to go here in the second quarter. The Cocoa Beach Minutemen lead 28-0 over Father Lopez here in the kickoff classic. We are paused here for a host of 5 flags were thrown on some extracurricular activity. We're going to check this out here right now. All right, so we got a personal foul. That is on Cocoa Beach. He's ejected. Another personal foul. Another ejection. Another personal foul on Father Lopez. Another personal foul on Father Lopez, and then an ejection. Unsportsmanlike penalty on Father Lopez. First down, Cocoa Beach. So, after all of that, we had a couple ejections. A couple players' days are done. One of those players is Santi Chavez. They didn't get who the other player was, as there's no microphone here in the stadium for the referee, so we're having to almost play with hand signals here about who is ejected, but process of elimination, I think we can figure it out here pretty soon based upon who doesn't have any helmet on. But a quick little jet sweep there by Cocoa Beach, and a great tackle there by Father Lopez, almost giving up another touchdown. It was number 3, Cayman Barris. We got ourselves a timeout here by Coach Kimmy and Cocoa Beach. 8:11 to go here in the second quarter. Be second down and 3 coming up here for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. And you got to think here in this situation for Coach Kimmy, he's just telling his players, I do not want any extracurricular activity anymore after the whistle is blown. It's clearly a statement here by Kimmy to address his team after one play, after we had the huge delay on the 5-flag fight that broke out between Father Lopez and Cocoa Beach. And this is a good opportunity for Coach Kimmy to really establish culture here early on. These are great lessons to be learned, and we're just seeing a couple of the players that are walking away right now. It is Brennan Burke, the senior wide receiver, and senior Santi Chavez that were ejected for Cocoa Beach. They are walking back to the Cocoa Beach locker room right now as we speak. Quick handoff up the middle there by Tristan Sajek. Tristan runs up the middle, gets enough for a Cocoa Beach first down, and approaching the Erdman Automotive red zone. Clock continues to run. We're underneath 8 minutes now. Cocoa Beach still running with a no huddle. This is obviously an opportunity to be able to work on some things. up 28-0. You can expect Coach Kimmy and this offense to continue to run with great tempo and to work on some things on the offense side of the ball. And a little bit of a jet sweep here over to the right side. Ball. Great job there by number 12, Gunnar Dock, getting on the stat sheet here for the first time in this game. Gunnar Dock is junior wide receiver. Boy, I think the storyline thus far has been that the Cocoa Beach defense and Remy Veen has been doing a great job here at orchestrating this offense. Great tempo, great timing. Very impressive here by the sophomore quarterback. And still not done. Quick handoff up the middle to Tristan. Tristan Sajek gets up. Gets some good yardage here. Gets up to the 10-yard line for about a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5. Got to wonder how long Coach Kimmy will keep in his starters. Obviously, this is a great opportunity to, build some chemistry amongst your team. Despite the score, this game is well in hand for Cocoa Beach right now. Quick handoff. Well, quarterback keeper actually by Remy. Remy eludes a few defenders and gets up there for a couple yards and gets up to about the 9-yard line, so third down and about 4 yards. 3rd and 4 for Cocoa Beach. Could be in 4-down territory if Coach Kimmy is so chooses to make this 4-down territory. 4 wide receiver set. Remy gets the snap, hands off up the middle to Rogers. Rogers fights his way up through and to the goal line, and it is going to be close to a touchdown. They're going to say he's just short, right on the goal line, the half-inch mark. Cocoa Beach is going to move really fast here. Remy. Gets the snap. Ball's on the turf. It's going to be a keeper by Remy, and he's going to have to fight his way, but he's going to be thrown back behind the line of scrimmage, and nothing there. It'd be second down and goal here for Cocoa Beach. But just great poise here by Remy and his excellent command of the offense thus far. Being only a sophomore, he has done a great job of standing in the pocket and stepping into his throws and delivering some strikes across the middle as well. Second down and goal. Quick pass across the middle, and he's got his wide receiver. And what a job there by Gunnar Dock, running all by himself on a little bit of a slant route. And it is 34-0. And now, due to the backflip, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty here by Cocoa Beach. But man, what a 5:03 to go here in the second quarter. It's been all Cocoa Beach thus far. Remy has 5 touchdown passes in this game. 5 touchdown passes. Amazing. Only a sophomore quarterback. Now that sportsmanlike penalty is going to be enforced on Cocoa Beach. Father Lopez has the opportunity to be able to push this on the kickoff, but judging based upon how the kickoff rules are for this game, you may just do it on the extra point, you would think. Make this extra point a little bit more difficult. And what's going to happen is they are going to enforce this on the kickoff. Cocoa Beach, though, is lining up like they're going to go for 2. Oh, no, the extra point unit. Kicking unit comes out now. Thought they were going to try to go for 2. And I think there was a little question of whether the penalty was going to be enforced on the kickoff or on the extra point, and it's going to be on the kickoff. So extra point is up and good there by Keelan Gonzalez for the extra point. So 35-0. All Cocoa Beach here in this kickoff classic. We're going to go ahead and take just a quick little break here. We're going to have a quick word from Eastern Florida State College, a great sponsor of Space Coast Daily in the Friday Night Locker Room. Here's a quick word from Eastern Florida State College.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Welcome back into Cocoa Beach as the Minutemen have absolutely put on a clinic here to begin this kickoff classic. Still got 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and it is 35-0, all Cocoa Beach. We did have a little dust up a few minutes ago where 5 flags were thrown and a few swings between players happened in the backfield. We had a couple of Cocoa Beach players that were ejected from the game, and an unfortunate situation there for just a great game thus far for Cocoa Beach, but tempers are boiling over. But for Father Lopez, and a couple of Father Lopez players were also ejected too. Didn't quite get the word on who was ejected by Father Lopez, but I think it was one of the starting wide receivers for the Green Wave. Kickoff underway, and the Green Wave will take over at the 35-yard line. Thank you everybody here for tuning in on Space Coast Daily TV here on the Kickoff Classic and the opening of the high school football season here tonight. We have some other games across Space Coast Daily as well. The Cocoa Tigers are traveling to Satellite tonight, right down the road from us, only about 10 minutes away here from Cocoa Beach. The Cocoa Tigers have just put on an absolute clinic as well. The Cocoa Tigers are currently up 43-0 against Satellite. And that'll just tickle the ear of Cocoa Beach faithful due to the huge rival to Cocoa Beach are the Satellite Scorpions. And a quick pass over across the middle. It's going to be an incomplete pass. But as I was saying, the Cocoa Tigers are just going to be a very intriguing team and exciting team to watch this year with all of the D1 talent that they have over there for the Cocoa Tigers. Obviously, Coach Schneider him and his Cocoa Tigers are going for a 3-peat this year, trying to win 3 straight state championships this season. They have a very tough schedule. We'll talk a little bit about schedules here in a little bit amongst the teams, but Cocoa Tigers are going to be a fun team to watch. Now 50-0 now as the Cocoa Tigers lead the Satellite Scorpions. That game is only in the first half. Wow, that ball almost went. I think the ball actually did go on the turf, but it was recovered there by Father Lopez. There's going to be another loss on the play, and 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Green Wave. And in the case of Father Lopez, it is Been a very disappointing first half here for Coach Nasser. And this is a Father Lopez team that only had 2 wins last year, but it felt like with the opportunity that Cocoa Beach would be breaking in a new head coach, and maybe there would be some rust. There has been none of that by Cocoa Beach thus far. Ted Kimmy's team has looked very solid on both sides of the ball. Even more impressive on the defense side of the ball than almost the offensive side, and that's saying a statement, because Cocoa Beach has 35 points here in the first half, but Father Lopez only has 1 first down in this first half. And it's been constantly playing behind the sticks and putting them in very tough situations. And to Cocoa Beach's credit, they've made Father Lopez pay for it every time. There's been no opportunities missed by Cocoa Beach. And we got the 4th down, and a punting unit comes out now, so another 3 and out here by Cocoa Beach. They're going to get great field position once again. Once again, we're in a kickoff classic rule, so a punt is not going to be returned. It is just going to be where the ball either bounces or where the ball is caught. And in this case, it is going to bounce at the 40-yard line, and that is where Cocoa Beach will take over with excellent field position once again near midfield with 3:33 to go in the first half. Cocoa Beach will have an opportunity to even get more points up on the board. Another game that's going on Space Coast Daily TV is our guys of the Friday Night Locker Room, Steve Wilson and Orville Susan. They have the Sebastian River at Titusville game tonight. The Titusville Terriers, coming off a 10-2 season last year, are looking to make some noise again this year, with a lot of key pieces coming back this year for the Terriers. But thus far, try to get you a score update here in just a sec. As we have a play here by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, get enough for a first down and up past midfield. Cocoa Beach is up 16-3 now in the second quarter. That game is on Space Coast Daily TV. You can switch over on the Facebook page and check out that game. That game is at halftime right now, so both teams are getting ready to take the field for the second half of that game. But that game is probably the tightest contest that we have here thus far on Space Coast Daily TV, with the other Cocoa game, the Cocoa Tigers, putting a beat down on the Satellite Scorpions, 50-0, still in the first half. We're at 35-0 here with still 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Cocoa Beach still smells blood in the water, and they want to try to put some more points up on the board, or I guess you could say blood in the green wave. But Cocoa Beach looking to add a little bit more points onto that scoreboard as the clock continues to run. Quick handoff up the middle. Going to be enough for Cocoa Beach first down. Sajak is the ball carrier. He's had a pretty good night tonight as well. Sajak is approaching 50 yards here thus far in the first half of this game. Hasn't had any true big breakaway yet, but he's been close. But everything is going right for Remy. Remy gets a snap, looking over to his left, has his wide receiver over on there, and it's going to be a touchdown there for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen once again. That was too easy. Aaron Garber gets another touchdown reception, and Remy has 6 touchdown passes in this game thus far. Amazing. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. What a job there by Remy Vignier. Remy Vignier has 6 touchdown passes in this game and is just absolutely wheeling and dealing out here. With 1:14 to go in the second quarter. 42 points. Could the Ted Kimmy era start any better than this? And boy, if you are a Cocoa Beach fan, you are elated with how this team has looked thus far. Granted, it's only a kickoff classic, but there's been some things that have been seen on this football field here today that have not been seen in quite some time here for Cocoa Beach. And I bet it is a beautiful sight for sore eyes that have. It's been a long time coming for Cocoa Beach. For Cocoa Beach, a program, a proud program. This is the exact response and the exact start that you want to the start of a season. Week 1 of the high school football season starts next week. The Cocoa Beach Minutemen will open up week 1 of the high school football season on the road against Lake Placid. Lake Placid, that'll be a little bit of a drive. But then Cocoa Beach will open up the home opener with Cambridge Christian on August 30th. So if you're a Cocoa Beach fan or a Cocoa Beach alum, this team looks very good thus far. I know it's only a kickoff classic, but it's safe to say Cocoa Beach has a quarterback. And they got some playmakers on the outside edge, too. We've seen it multiple times here today. They have made Remy's job much easier with how they have played after the catch. And that's not even to mention the job that the defense has done so far this half. It has been a true dominating performance. Little swing pass over to the left side, and Cocoa Beach is all over that. Absolutely no chance to be able to make that turn. Cocoa Beach did a great job of setting the edge. Still got about 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up for Father Lopez. But we're underneath a minute, and if Father Lopez wants to try to get some points up on the board, they got to move much faster than this because we're approaching the 45-second mark. And they're just taking their time in the huddle right now. Obviously content with where they're at right now, which is kind of surprising. Oh, now we're down within 15 seconds. This could be the final play of the half. Quick run up the middle, bounces out to the outside. Father Lopez tried to turn the corner, but clock is going to stop. Time stops on 3rd down, only about enough for about 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up for Father Lopez, and the clock stopped at 9 seconds. This is only about an opportunity here to maybe try to throw out a trick play if you have it, or if you could try to throw a Hail Mary, you might have an opportunity for that as well. But with 9 seconds to go, not a whole lot of time here to be able to try to drive 60 yards. Remy Vignier has been one of the major storylines of this game thus far. 6 touchdowns in the first half. And you know, touchdowns aside, one of the things that has just been so impressive of the job that Remy has done is just his command of the offense. Being only a sophomore, he has looked really solid, efficient, and making good decisions out there. Hasn't really put his team in a bad moment. And he's just capitalizing it off Father Lopez. Here we go, quick pass over to the left side, and that ball is going to be an incomplete pass. Clock stopped with 4 seconds. This will be the final play of the game. It is a 4th down, but with 4 seconds to go, probably only enough time to be able to throw a Hail Mary if you can try to get to the end zone, but that would be about a 60-yard throw. And I don't know if Father Lopez has anybody who could throw 60 yards down the field. So may have to get a little gimmick or a little trick play. Look for a little hook and ladder maybe by Father Lopez to try to maybe catch Cocoa Beach sleeping. Once again, Zach Clark here for Space Coast Daily here at the Kickoff Classic. So it's been all Cocoa Beach Minutemen, 42-0 here against Father Lopez. This is the final play of the half, and it's going to be a quick run up the middle, and he is going to be stopped up near the line of scrimmage, and that is the end of the half. What a half here by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. 42-0 at half. What a way to start off the Ted Kimmy era here for Cocoa Beach, getting 42 points. And like Coach Kimmy would be even more proud is that there is a goose egg up on the board for their opponent. 42-0. Well, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll let you partake here in the band performance, and then we also have an interview earlier this week that we had with Coach Kimmy during practice. We talked about the Erdman Automotive donation and well, what kind of team he has this season. So we'll let you take that all in. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, you'll see the band performance here by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, and then we will also get to those interviews by Coach Kimmy, and then a great word and an interview with Kyler Core, one of the captains of this team. Stand by. We'll be right back.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome your Cocoa Beach Men. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cocoa Beach marching Minutemen. Band major Haley Lopez. And under the direction of band director Alex Brzezinski. Alex Brzezinski.
They're not coming back from that.
Where's Reese?
Oh my God, you know them.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? She went to go get food.
Oh my God.
Hey, where are you? We're still in the bleachers. Uh-oh, okay. Bye.
What happened?
She has so much to tell us, apparently.
Yeah, she texted me.
What'd she say?
What happened?
Oh my god. I don't know. She has so much to tell us, apparently.
Let's go run up to her and ask her.
So what's it tell you?
I went down there and came back. I don't know yet.
So exciting to be a teenager.
Well, I haven't drank.
Me?
Me? Oh, she's coming up here. I'm not very bad.
Huh? You are? Why didn't you tell me you fake had? I went to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm not sure why using the bathroom is actually why.
Oh my god.
Okay, so apparently somebody did the deed with another person, and another person found out, and they did it behind the back.
Like recently?
Here, like just like a few minutes ago. Ew! And I'm like, whoa! I'm just trying to use the bathroom, so I'm listening. There's like,
Me and Sequoia were just
there was like 7 people in one of the small stalls
Oh
too,
my
so
God.
they were all like
It was in a bathroom stall?
like a small one. So
I thought it was like
how many?
behind the bathroom.
No. The people did the deed behind the bathroom. Like what bathroom?
What bathroom? Like
Behind
Only
that
one!
right there.
I want to see if there's like
No!
I
No!
don't know why.
And then apparently it was one of the girls.
No!
No. But apparently it was one of the girls' boyfriends. And now they're
Wait, one of the girls' boyfriends like cheated on her?
Yes. And now apparently they're going to fight. But then another person apparently got suspended. Yeah, the last time. And
Yeah, I heard that right next to when you
And then
Impractical Joker.
no, and then apparently there's this girl in our school who's pregnant.
Yes, it's so happening.
I don't know who it is. It's like an 8th grader.
There's a bald eagle on the thing.
Yeah, they're just.
I don't know what just happened.
That was sick. That was so weird.
The band just Yes. Girl, do you want to like leave? Are you leaving your bag?
Me?
Where are you going? You're gonna go sit in the van? Okay.
Actually, can I have I can't come back in. Oh, yeah, you can. That's gonna be, I'm gonna be here for like another hour or two. And like, I can't stand it.
I gotta go in.
Football is back, and here we are with the Cocoa Beach head coach, a familiar face to Space Coast Daily and the Space Coast, head coach Ted Kimmy, entering his first season for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Coach Kimmy, thank you for taking time with Space Coast Daily here today.
Thank you for what you guys do for our county too.
Coach, you got a donation today from Erdman Automotive, great sponsors and they do so much for the county and high school sports at Erdman Automotive. They gave you a check today for $5,000. Talk about the impact that donation has and on your program and your athletic department.
Yeah, I mean, we pound the pavement every year trying to fundraise, and you know, all these kids, they just work so hard, and you just want to give them the best experience possible, and obviously the safest experience. And helmets and shoulder pad costs continue to rise, and doesn't seem to go down. There's no break in that. So just being able to have some flexibility to give these kids not only, you know, great equipment but a great experience is huge. So you know, it takes a village to get these kids from, you know, young freshman or young seventh grader to graduation day, and you got to rely on people like Mike and, you know, his company, and obviously all they do in the community to make it happen.
They're going to help sponsor to this Friday's game on Space Coast Daily. We're going to be out there for the Father Lopez game at 7 o'clock for the kickoff classic. Football's here.
I know, man.
It doesn't feel great. This is the best time of year.
Yes,
We're really excited here at Space Coast Daily to get that the football season underway. Let's talk about your team this year and what can we expect from the Cocoa Beach Minutemen this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it's been there's been some revolving door here, and head coach and athletic director, and you know, stability comes, you know, just for the kids, some consistency, you know, and I think, you know, for them to have a leader that they know is here and is all in, and like, you know, personally, my kids go here, they're in middle school, so professionally I've got my boss is Tim Powers, our principal, who former head coach in the county at O'Galley, and so he gets it, and I don't know, it's just an awesome community and great place to be. So I'm all in. So I'm pouring into them, and I think that's being reflected in their energy, and I think they're excited to kind of, you know, right some wrongs and obviously kind of, you know, put on for their town and represent their school and community with pride, man. So it's exciting. New fresh feel to Cocoa Beach football, man.
Coach, I got to say, you know, looking at your program right here, they're getting ready for practice, and they just did some stretching here. You have a big football team right here.
Yeah, we do. We ran out of helmets. You know, I was telling somebody the other day that this is the most fun I've had coaching in my career, and it's true. I mean, number one, it's obviously the kids. Those are just the connections and relationships I've made. But I mean, at the same time, like I thought, you know, I was like, all right, well, the numbers will be smaller. I mean, because when I was at Satellite, there's like 110 kids, and it's a lot. You know, it's a lot to manage, and I was like, numbers will be smaller environment, make more impact, and I'm still making the impact, and the relationships are great. But I mean, I've just been so surprised at how many kids have come out, which is, you know, like I said, a testament to our coaching staff and our school and what we're building here. So it's awesome, man. I'm excited. Yeah, we can't wait for Friday.
I think they're coming out for you too. They know they're getting a great
that.
coach here and a first-year head coach, and you were a program builder. You built Satellite to what it was, and you built it to a winner.
Sure.
And it's a testament to you and your staff and the work that you do. So we're very excited to cover you this year on Space Coast Daily, and Erdman Automotive, great sponsors of the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily for over 30 years here in this community, and we're very excited for you guys and look forward to covering you this year in your first season as with the Minutemen.
Let's go, baby. I can't wait.
Talk to us a little bit about your team captains.
Yeah, so you know, really, I just want to highlight one guy for right now, and it's one of our seniors. He's been here since 7th grade, and this is really the main reason I'm highlighting him. You know, we do have a middle school attached to our school, right? So we're junior, senior. So This kid's been here since day one, and he's now in his senior year, Kyler Coe. He obviously, we got lots of great seniors, O linemen, D linemen. I can highlight a bunch of guys, but I want to highlight Mr. Beach, and he bleeds navy and red, and how many kids nowadays, there's the transfer portal and so many opportunities. There's so many ways that you can find different spots in schools, and probably so many times he's had people in his ear, and why are you staying? Don't stay there. And he just said, look, I'm here, and I'm all in, and he's the only guy in our program that's been here for 6 years, and nobody more Beach than Kyler Coe. So he's one of the main reasons I'm here right now, to make sure that he has a great senior year, and obviously every senior and all the kids, but Kyler Coe's got a special place in my heart, man.
Well, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to your practice, Coach Kimmy, and we'll see you Friday night for Father Lopez on Space Coast Daily TV. Thank you very much, Coach Kimmy.
Yep.
Great word there from Ted Kimmy and what the job he's done here in the first half, and what he's going to do with this program, I think, is going to be very exciting for the Cocoa Beach faithful here for years to come. If the first half is any indication, 42-0 in the first half against Father Lopez. Cocoa Beach coming out with a vengeance in that first half. Obviously, Coach Kimmy is going to make sure that his team finishes strong in this game. But what can you say about the first half that Cocoa Beach had in this game? Amazing effort, and what the job that Remy Vinay has done at the quarterback position as a sophomore. Very exciting times, and the defense has been arguably the biggest storyline of this game. And the job that that defense did in the first half of only allowing 1 first down in the first half. Amazing effort, and they are getting great penetration up front and great pursuit, tackling very well. Just looking like a Ted Kimmy team that you would expect. And with the job that he did at Satellite for those 5 seasons that he was the head coach there for the Satellite Scorpions, a rival of Cocoa Beach. Now he comes to Cocoa Beach and takes over a program, and by all indications is really doing a nice job instilling his culture and really building a great foundation here to begin his first season as a head coach for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. 42-0 here. This is a kickoff classic. Week 1 of the high school football season will begin next week. Cocoa Beach will go on the road next week against Lake Placid, then before they return home on August 30th against Cambridge Christian. That game will be the home opener for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. So for maybe the Cocoa Beach fans and the faithful that weren't able to make it out to the game, or for the people that did make it to the game, come out, support the Cocoa Beach Minutemen on August 30th for their home opener in week 2 of the high school football season. Week 1 starts next week as they head to Lake Placid for a road game. Very exciting things happening here at Cocoa Beach, and there is going to be a little bit of a news item here. The Aquadome ribbon cutting at Cocoa Beach Junior Senior High will be taking place Thursday, August 22nd, so exciting times there. You'll be able to see that on Space Coast Daily TV as they will have the ribbon cutting of the new Aquadome. A very exciting event here for the Cocoa Beach. So exciting times here at Cocoa Beach, and for Father Lopez, an opportunity to be able to maybe bounce back here after that rough first half. I mean, basically nothing went right for the Green Wave in that first half, so couldn't do much worse. But they will have to do so on defense, as they will be kicking off from right to left here. And high pooch kick. And this ball is going to bounce at the 17-yard line, but all kickoffs are going back to the 35-yard line, and that is where Cocoa Beach will take over A lot of people ask, well, why are we doing these weird kickoffs and weird punts? Well, Kickoff Classic rules, and today is technically an exhibition game, so the coaches do not want the players to have any increased risk of getting injured on a kickoff or a punt, so all the punts and the kickoffs are basically at a standstill. That will change next week when we are at full go next week, and well, that's not the way you want to start the second half with a bobbled snap. That's the first time that we've seen that from Cocoa Beach, so a little rust there. And negative play on the first play and a botched snap, and Remy did a good job of jumping on top of that ball, not trying to make something too much out of it. Get back on it, the ball, and 2nd down and 14 coming up here for Cocoa Beach. And another botched snap. Wow. That is a second botched snap, and Cocoa Beach is going backwards. Don't know what's happening between the exchange from the center to the quarterback, but we may have a new center. Regardless, now it's a 3rd and forever. Cocoa Beach has got to get all the way to the 45-yard line. They're currently on the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 25. Remy drops back to pass. Deep pass across the middle. Has his man open. Caught there by the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. Well, that's a way to get out of a tough bind on a 3rd and 25. Just throw it up to the big tight end across the middle of the field, and you got yourself a 1st down. That's Beckett Pinnock. And if my roster is correct, he is only an 8th grader. He's a pretty big 8th grader. Oh, the sophomore quarterback and the 8th grader hooking up there for a 1st down. And a little jet sweep action. This is technically a pass. Hand over to the middle and over to the left side. He finds his way, dances around, and finds a little bit of more room, and he's got enough for another 1st down here, and that is a great job there by Cayman Veras. Looked like there might have been a nice job there by Father Lopez to maybe shut that down on that far side of the field, but Veras did a great job dancing around there and finding a hole and getting some leaky yardage here, and another 1st down for the Minutemen. And here we go with, whoa, and that is quite a hit. Nice job there by big number 57 for Father Lopez. I'm making a big statement there as John Loach, a senior defensive tackle. That's Rogers over to the right, and Father Lopez read that very nicely. Loach was on that one too. Cocoa Beach on a 3rd down and very long. Not the first time they've seen that this drive. Last time they went to Pinnock. Now they'll hand off up the middle. That's Tristan Sajek. Not much there. Brings up a 4th down. Well, it's going to be 4th down and 13. The Cocoa Beach Minutemen got to get inside the 20-yard line at about the 17-yard line, and we're going to have the kicking unit come out here. And this is going to be very interesting here. This is going to be a very long field goal here. Looks like he's going to be kicking from maybe a 47-yard field goal here for Gonzalez, sophomore kicker. 47 yards. Just want to make sure it doesn't get blocked. It can't be too low. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Off the crossbar and good. Nice job there for Keelan Gonzalez with a 47-yard field goal. 45-0 now for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen. And boy, everything's just going right for Cocoa Beach. If that was 48 yards, it probably does not get in. Well, great range there for the Cocoa Beach kicker. Only a sophomore. 5:49 to go here in the third quarter. 45-0. Well, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors here for the great support that they give us and local high school sports all throughout the county, and big one, Erdman Automotive, giving the $5,000 donation to each one of the schools in Brevard Public Schools. $2,500 of that money goes to the football program of each of one of the schools. The other $2,500 went to the athletics program. So generous donation for Erdman Automotive. Cocoa Beach, one of those schools that got the $5,000 donation. And Erdman Automotive doing so much for high school sports in the county, and we want to make sure we thank them as one of our great sponsors and the great support that they give all high schools across the county. Well, Father Lopez will take over at the 35-yard line with 5:24 to go. We do have a running clock now, so the clock is going to move very fast now, as we will have no stops in the action with the exception of a water break that will happen at the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter. We will be at continuous clock. What a beautiful night here from Cocoa Beach. Just beautiful football weather here in middle August. Father Lopez is going to run up the middle, and just looks like the timing's just really off for Father Lopez. Timing's off, snaps are off. It's just been kind of a rough go for Father Lopez. And the times that they have gotten their snaps and off with good authority, Cocoa Beach is there to meet them with disruption in the backfield. It has just been a great overall effort from Cocoa Beach. Offense, defense, and even special teams now. Obviously, that kick had no chance of being blocked because of the special teams kickoff classic rules that were in effect. So that was the reason why you didn't see too many people move on the kick. But what a great job there by Keelan Gonzalez, nailing a 47-yard field goal, showing some great range. As mentioned before, Cocoa Beach will head to Lake Placid next week in their Week 1 contest. Father Lopez will head into next week, in Week 1 of the football season, and they will open up with Jupiter Christian to start their season. Quick pass over to the right, a very high throw, absolutely very difficult to try to catch that one. Colt Davis was a little excited there. Brings up 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Green Wave.
Third down from the Father Lopez 39-yard line.
Cole Davis has just not looked comfortable here tonight. And that's a credit to Cocoa Beach's defensive front. They are just not letting him get comfortable back there at all. Quick handoff up the middle to his running back. Gets a decent gain there. May give an opportunity here for the Green Wave to decide if they want to go for this on 4th down and about 1.5 yards. Father Lopez is going to go no hurry. They want to try to get this off pretty quick. And we are going to get a measurement. Actually, it's going to be a injury timeout as a Cocoa Beach player is coming off the field a little bit hobbled. So we'll take a quick break here as they tend to the injured Minutemen. Didn't quite see what happened on the play. Almost thought it could have been a cramp, which wouldn't be uncommon here in Florida in August, even though the weather is absolutely great for football right now. He's going to get up underneath his own power. And he's going to be a little bit hobbled off. That's number 6, Sean Brodigan, is injured. Sean Brodigan is a injured Minuteman, a junior running back and defensive back. They will tend to him on the sidelines. I think it just could be a cramp, the way that they're treating it right now. So that's a relief for Cocoa Beach. And a quick QB sneak up the middle, and it is a 1st down. That is going to be the second 1st down here for Father Lopez in this game. Coming with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And we got a flag. Not sure. It was way after the whistle. Just as everybody was umpiling from the tackle. This is going to be on Cocoa Beach. In the position of an unsportsmanlike penalty on Cocoa Beach. No, that's about one of the things that if you could point to anything that just could be an area of improvement for Cocoa Beach here tonight. I know Coach Kimmy can point to maybe a few other things, but one of the notable things is going to be the penalties and keeping your composure, even when you're up 45-0. It's moments like that that are great opportunities to be able to teach young men about being disciplined at all times in a game. And that's one area I know he's going to definitely make a point of emphasis here in this next week. It's being disciplined. Everything else has been spectacular for Cocoa Beach thus far. And that is going. Got 12 seconds left, and we might be able to get one more play here before the end of the quarter. The referee right now is just making a note on the unsportsmanlike penalty. If you get 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, you are ejected. So he's just putting some paperwork in on the unsportsmanlike penalty. Davis in the pistol set. Claps gets the snap. It'll play action pass, throw it over to the right side, and that's going to be incomplete pass. Davis took a shot in the backfield. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. So Cocoa Beach still holding on to a shutout. One more quarter to go. Cocoa Beach leading 45-0. Here to begin the Ted Kimmy era. We head to the fourth quarter now. In a game that has a running clock. So these 12 minutes will move very quickly. The only time the clock will stop is for a water break at the 6-minute mark. So this next quarter will be going very fast. That gives us a chance to thank you, the viewers, for tuning in here today on Space Coast Daily. We're going to provide great coverage once again this year here in our 30th season, providing high school coverage, high school sports coverage with Friday Night Locker Room and the great partnership we have with our friends at the Friday Night Locker Room and all our great sponsors that we have for the entire year. We got a great slate of games that we're very excited to show you this season. We also get a lot of great storylines across the county with a lot of teams looking to get to that next level, that next step. There's a host of teams that you could point to that are looking to get to the next step in the playoffs. One of those teams, Merritt Island, obviously is going to have a very good team this year with all the key pieces that they have returning. You also have O'Galley, who's got a lot of D1 talent across the board there. Their season was amazing last year. Rockledge breaking in a new coach in Tyrone Giscombe. He's going to be the new head coach after Wayne Younger took the job as the assistant of player development at the University of Missouri. So Rockledge has a new first-year head coach. Cocoa Tigers going for a three-peat this year. That can be a very exciting run. They got a very hard schedule to start off their season. Every week for the Cocoa Tigers looks like it's going to be a tremendous challenge for them. They open up next week against the Titusville Terriers, which will be a big game. That game will be on Space Coast Daily TV. But then they get ready for a big onslaught of games. They have to go to Mainland. They go to IMG Academy. And it's going to be, and that's just to name a few of how they start the season. A tremendous and challenging schedule. They expect nothing less, though, for the back-to-back defending state champions. Cole Davis will pump throw and a QB draw over to the left side, and he's got some room and enough for another first down here for Father Lopez. Father Lopez looking to try to get some points up on the board here, and I know Cocoa Beach would love nothing more than to try to keep this shutout intact. Stay tuned to after the game. We'll have our player of the game. I think we have a pretty good idea who that player of the game is going to be, but stay tuned. We'll also have a word with Coach Kimmy afterwards as well. Coming onto the field late was Anthony Self, senior linebacker. 9:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. New quarterback for Father Lopez. And we got a flag. Going to be a false start on Father Lopez. I'll move him back 5 yards.
False start for the green wave. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Just anytime that you're trying, those are drive killers. Anytime that you can get those pre-snap penalties, it just creates your odds of getting a first down after a pre-snap penalty on a first down is drastically reduced. Yeah, it's going to be something that Father Lopez is just going to have to work on heading into next week, is working on the pre-snap penalties. The exchange from the center to the quarterback will be very important for the Green Wave. They'll need to get that fixed as they head into next week. They host Jupiter Christian. A little fake jet sweep, a little handoff to the running back. Nice little gimme play there by Father Lopez. A little misdirection. Good enough for about 7 yards. Brings up second down and 7. Second down and 7. Cocoa Beach trying to keep that 0 up on the board. Oh. And we got ourselves another flag. Checking in at quarterback for Father Lopez is Tristan Lohman, sophomore quarterback. We've seen him come in some different packages here at the quarterback position, but now this is going to change the situation. He's going to have to come over to the sidelines, and Colt Davis will now go back at quarterback. Oh, actually, this is another quarterback. This is... Oh. A little confusion on who is going to be quarterback on that one, but Colt Davis does come back into the game, so now he will be quarterback. Approaching 6.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The clock continuing to run as we are in the mercy rule. Confusions on alignment. Quick roll out to the left. Colt Davis looking deep into the end zone, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Had his man.
This pass is incomplete. Brings our third down.
Had his man in the corner of the end zone, and we got ourselves an injured Minutemen. Clock stopped at 6:03. And that's a great sign. He gets up underneath his own power, has a little bit of a hobble. That is
Official timeout.
can't tell who it is. Number 0, Cam Williams, the injured Minutemen. Maybe in the position of a cramp. He was hobbling over to the sideline like it was a cramp, and now they're stretching it out, so another good sign there for Cocoa Beach. Now it doesn't look like it's anything too serious. Thank you for tuning in here on Space Coast Daily. We'll look forward to another great football season. I'm Zach Clark here for Space Coast Daily, here for the Kickoff Classic. Here tonight from Cocoa Beach, Florida, is the Minutemen kick off the Ted Kimmy era in impressive fashion thus far. Up 45-0 here with 6:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. When you look at the schedule for Cocoa Beach, try to get the schedule for you guys. Play action pass, rolling out to his left is Loman. Loman with a completed pass. Nice job there. Fights his way, gets inside the 10-yard line to the 5-yard line. And a great effort there by Tristan Loman. First down and goal coming up for Father Lopez. Opportunity to be able to break through and get some points up on the board and eliminate that goose egg. Quarterback keeper run up the middle. Gets close, but they're going to say he stopped. Only enough for about a 1-yard gain. Cocoa Beach standing strong here. Second down and goal. We got ourselves a timeout here by Cocoa Beach. Coach Kimmy definitely wants to make a point here. This is a good teaching moment for him and his team. Yeah, Coach Kimmy wants to keep that 0 up on the board. Well, let's go to the schedule here real quick. This is Cocoa Beach schedule for the year. Opening on the roads at Lake Placid next week. Home for Cambridge Christian. Home for Winter Springs. Home for St. Edwards. You got 3 home games to begin the season, with the exception of the Week 1 road game. Then you're at Space Coast, at Masters Academy, home for Bayside, home for Holy Trinity, and home for Faith Christian, and at Taylor. So, for Cocoa Beach's sake, maybe a relatively favorable schedule. Be able to do some work and get some wins up on that. And based upon everything they've shown here, quick pass and then fade at the back of the end zone, incomplete pass. But everything we've seen here tonight has shown that this team has got some pieces to work with. They got a combination of some great youthful talent and also some senior leadership as well that they'll be able to use throughout the season. And I definitely think they're more than capable of doubling their win total, maybe from last year. Only getting 3 wins last year. You look at that schedule and there's, I see at least 4 to 5 wins, maybe even a little bit more. Based upon how that schedule lines up for them, it looks really good and very favorable for them. There we go. We got a little bit of a jet sweep, a little misdirection play, a handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stopped there. And Cocoa Beach holding strong right now. Fourth down and goal. Oh, this is a moment right here. This is 3 minutes, underneath 3 minutes to go here in this game. Oh, they're actually changing the So I guess they're going to say it's 3rd and goal. Looks like referees made the change. I guess we had a flag, but the penalty was declined, so it is 4th down. Okay, so after that penalty was declined. Now this is it for the Cocoa Beach. If they want to be able to keep the shutout intact, they got to stop them right here, because this is probably the only chance for Father Lopez to get some points up on the board. Fourth down and goal. Empty backfield. Oh, roll out to the right. He's looking. He's looking for his man. Incomplete pass into the corner of the end zone. It's very hard to see because you couldn't see that. It was an incomplete pass and a great stand there by the Cocoa Beach defense, and the shutout remains. Clock continues to run underneath 2 minutes now, so got to think that Cocoa Beach is probably just going to kneel on this, and that'll be the end of the game. Cocoa Beach is going to get a nice win here in the Kickoff Classic, starting off the season in the first game underneath the Ted Kimmy era. It is going to be a shutout by way of 45-0 against Father Lopez. One minute to go here in the game, and we got some early movement now, and it's actually going to be a timeout. Timeout, Father Lopez. So with 55 seconds to go in the game, Father Lopez takes a timeout with 55 seconds left. Not quite sure what the timeout would be in concern of, but like I mentioned before, this is a Kickoff Classic, so opportunity to be a teaching moment for your team this year. Well, we want to make sure we thank everybody here for tuning in. Once this game is over, we are going to sign off, and you can stay tuned to after the game for some post-game coverage where we'll have the player of the game, which we're just going to go ahead and name the player of the game right now, and I don't think it's any secret. It's Remy Vinay, the sophomore quarterback who threw 6 touchdown passes here today. And just a truly remarkable effort by Remy and the job that he did in commanding offense. There's so many, you could give it to the whole entire Cocoa Beach defense for that matter too. But got to choose a player, so choose a player, it's going to be Remy Vinay. And a little bit of a bobbled snap there. He's just going to barely get out of the end zone, and is just going to run up right up the middle, and that could be the final play of the game. Might have to run one more play as we approach 20 seconds, but we want to thank you everybody here for tuning in on Space Coast Daily TV. A quick pass over to the left side, incomplete pass. Clock is going to continue to run though, but that'll be the end of the game. Oh, and that's injured Green Wave player on the final play. You just hate to see that. Hopefully it's just a cramp. But what a big win here for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, 45-0. They are going to win this game in impressive fashion. And what great momentum this is heading into next week as you prepare for week 1 of the high school football season. You get ready to go on the road against Lake Placid next week. They will have an opportunity to be able to build upon this win and carry that momentum heading into next week. And they got a lot of momentum as the injured Green Wave player gets up underneath his own power. Very good to see, and is going to be able, look like he'll be okay. It was going to be Vinny Zimmer. And that is the end of the game. We want to make sure we thank everybody here for tuning in on Space Coast Daily TV. And a big win here for the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, 45-0 in the Kickoff Classic. Thank you for all our sponsors, Erdman Automotive, Eastern Florida State College, Health First, All Points for their great support for high school sports across the county. And we look forward to a great season of high school football coverage on Space Coast Daily. For Zach Clark and then Space Coast Daily team, thank you for tuning in here today. Cocoa Beach, 45. Father Lopez, 0. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good night.
Space Coast Daily is Brevard's most trusted news. Through spacecoastdaily.com and Space Coast Daily's social media reach, hundreds of thousands of people stay informed every day. Through Space Coast Daily's unmatched digital reach with the Space Coast Daily's direct mail newspaper and Space Coast Daily the magazine in print, our loyal and engaged viewers enjoy free local news they can trust every day. And all at no charge, thanks to our successful advertising clients. And also at our special events at Space Coast Daily Park in Vieira, where hundreds of thousands of people see our clients' advertisements. Call today to get your message seen on Space Coast Daily and take your business to new heights. Get launched with Space Coast Daily. Call 321-323-4460 today.